Great afternoon, everybody. Great afternoon, everybody. Woke up today feeling awesome. Awesome, great, positive morning. Felt awesome. You know, we got to be more positive as a people, man. Like we just do. We indulging in negativity so much, man. We gotta let that negative shit go, man. Gotta make your day great, you heard? Yeah, man. Just had a positive morning. Felt good today when I woke up. I've been up for like 3, 4 hours. It's 12 o'clock now over here on the East Coast. I woke up feeling awesome, having a great positive morning. You know, no indulging in this in the negativity. Salute, Tammy. Salute, Tanya. Tammy, Tanya, man, you got to make your day great. You heard? You got to be more positive, man. We're not addressing no negativity today. We only trying to talk about positivity. You know what I mean? You got to be more positive. You got to speak that positive energy into a reality in your life. You know, just woke up today feeling great. I wanted to tell people that I feel awesome because I be finding that it be a lot of negative energy up here. A lot of people go live on some negative shit, and we speaking positivity into our life. That's what we doing, man. Just woke up feeling great, man. Hey, salute, James O'Neill. You're gonna take a break all next week. That's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. I'm just up here because I had a great positive. I just felt great this morning. I woke up, speaking that positivity into the universe. That's what we got to do as a people. We got to make our day great. We can't count on nobody else. We got to make it great because you don't know what that other person's intention is. You know, I try not to bash nobody. I try not to, but excuse me, but we just gotta be look at everything as a so now let's say if everybody's life's a cup and everybody's cup is half full, is you got to ask yourself, is you a half empty kind of person or is that cup half full? I'm a half full type of person. In other words, I try to look at the positive of everything and build off of that and stop trying to dwell on the negative part of everything. So in other words, let's say you wake up in the morning and you're having a rough getting out of the bed into the shower part. When you're getting out of the shower, getting your breakfast started, getting your coffee started, getting in your car, you change that negative energy right there. You kill the negative thoughts. You know what I mean? And you make your day great. That's what I mean by when I say make your day great. You got to put them positive thoughts in your own brain. You got to say the positivity to yourself. You know what I mean? And you gotta make yourself know that you're in a positive state and just stick to it because like I keep saying, karma is just a reciprocation of the universe giving you what you've been giving it. So if you're 25 years old and you're trying to do positive now, you've been giving the universe 25 years of negative. You got to wear that negativity out. You know what I mean? And wait for your positivity to come and stick on your affirmations. You know what I mean? Stick on your affirmations, have positive thoughts, positive conversations, find yourself in positive situations. You know what I mean? Make that positivity. You know what I'm saying? You got to make that positivity happen because ain't nobody going to make it happen for you. Only you can make it happen for yourself. That means you have nobody to count on. You know what I mean? That means you got to make your day great because if you leave it to everybody else, you'll probably be miserable for the rest of your life. And that's not what you want. You don't want a life of misery. You want a partner by your side. You want somebody that whenever you doing something and you're about to make a major move, you want somebody that you could turn to the side and speak to and get that person's information. You know what I mean? Whether if it's negative or positive, because that person's information should affect the situation, how you're perceiving it. right? In other words, if you're seeing only the cons, maybe that person's going to show you the pros. Or if you only seeing the pros, maybe your other half's going to show you the cons just to make you more aware. You need that equal balance. So you want that in someone so you could be more level balanced and see everything from a clear view. That's what you want in life. Because remember, two brains are always better than one. You know what I mean? Look at this. Even right now, salute to you, Tammy. Right now, it's been telling me I had nobody watching me, but the whole time you typing. You was typing, James O'Neal was typing, and Tanya was typing. But the whole time they was telling me wasn't nobody watching. But I ain't worried about that. We got to be more positive as a people. You know what I mean? Because, like, there's a whole lot of stuff I'm just, there's a lot of things I'm changing, man. I'm going through changes. I've already been going through changes for like the last 3-4 years of my life. I cut off a lot of negative people out of my life, man. And it's like, I just got tired of the negativity. I got tired of being in prison. I got tired of that. And one day I used to drive trucks. I used to drive box trucks, right? And I used to make a lot of deliveries to like a lot of marinas, right? And I made a delivery to one marina one day. It's probably like 2 years ago, year and a half ago. And I made a delivery to a marina over here. Excuse me, I just had to burp. So I made a marina delivery, and I was talking to this dude, and he put me on to some knowledge that I'm putting y'all on to. It's to make your day great. You cannot count on nobody. You know what I mean? You gotta count on yourself. You gotta make your own day great. Cause you know the saying, misery love company. Motherfuckers that's miserable want you to be miserable. And that's cut that shit the fuck out of your life. You make your day great. You know how people be like, yo, good luck? Nah, brothers and sisters, you make your own luck. You make it. You know what I mean? You make your own luck by your actions. In other words, if you're steadily speaking negative, right? You're steadily thinking negative, right? You're steadily being negative. That means you have a negative vibration. That means you're vibrating negativity into the universe. The universe is receiving nothing but negative vibrations from you, right? So the universe is going to give you nothing but negative. So now he tells me, make your own day great. And he sees I'm looking at him like, what? Mind you, I'm driving the truck. I just finished smoking an L. I'm high as fuck. And I'm like, what? Because I didn't think this conversation would be coming. Like, it's caught me off guard. So he goes on into detail. You know, misery love company. That tells you that a lot of the people in today's society are just miserable. So they want you to feel like them. Since they're miserable, they want you to be indulged in their misery. That means that it's up to you to make your own day great. So what I mean is you might be having an okay morning. Your morning might be smooth, right? It's not great, it's not bad, it's just right in the middle. You get to work, you start your day, your coworker, your boss, everybody's having a bad day. Now they're trying to make your day bad. They're projecting their negative energy onto you. Now, before you know it, you getting upset and you have no reason to be upset, but before you know it, you're just mad and you have an attitude. They projected their negativity, their misery onto you. Now, it's your job, because you're not the one that's miserable, it's them. It's your job to block that shit off and create positive thoughts in your brain. Create that positivity. Look at the positive in life. You're at work, you don't want to be there. Wrong way to think about it. You're at work making money. That's the way to think about it. You know what I mean? This is more money. You got to think about the things that you're about to acquire with the money you're making. Stick with that positivity. You got positive energy. So he goes on to tell me you can't count on people because they love miserable. So they love to be miserable. That's why people are always miserable. You don't want to be miserable, right? I'm like, hell fucking no. He goes, well, you got to train yourself to be positive because we're so used to being negative our whole life. So we got to train ourselves to be positive. That's every moment. That means if you're having a negative route to work, you kill all the negative thoughts. You kill all that negative energy with positive thoughts. You know what I mean? Think about how you're going to work and how you're going to set your kids' life so when they hit your age, you're going to be in a better position than you were. Whatever is positive. If it's you getting that promotion, you getting that raise, you buying that new car, you buying a new house, You making a payment for your kid's scholarship from whatever it is that's positive in your brain. And whatever you want, the universe will give it to you. You just got to affirm yourself. You got to kill the negative vibes. You got to picture yourself doing it. You got to see it like it already happened. You just got to be positive. You know what I mean? You got to, how do you say, love those around you until they stop loving you. The minute they stop loving you, you fold your love up in a box and put that shit back in your pocket and you don't give it back to them no more. You know what I mean? Because you don't need none of that. That's wasted energy. You know what I mean? That's wasted energy. You don't want to waste any of your energy on something that's a waste for you. You know what I mean? So it's like you got to create your happiness in your own brain first. The positive thoughts come from yourself. Your positivity comes from you. You kill, just like them negative thoughts that you come in your brain, just like them negative feelings come in your heart. That's how you create that positive. Salute, Lazo. That's how you create that positive energy in yourself. The same way that negative energy manifested itself into you, you manipulate yourself into being positive. You don't give that negativity no life. You speak your affirmations into a reality. You affirm it into your reality. You know what I mean? And like I said, surround yourself with people in likewise energy, because you don't want to be the only positive one around negative people, because that negativity is going to supersede your positive energy. You know what I mean? So you don't want to do that. If even if you find yourself being separated from your own family, don't worry about it, because they're not your family. They're just your relatives. Family is something you make. What I mean is, you can find someone that could be your best friend, they could be your brother or your sister, and treat you better than your brother or your sister. That's your family. That's family. Your brother and your sister are your relatives. They're related to you. When you go meet your spouse and you create kids, you met that person. You made your family. You make a family. You cannot make who you're related to. Not like that. I mean, who you're related to is who you're related to. Salute, J. Quill. You know what I mean? And you got to speak that positivity in your mind, in your heart, in your soul, into your vibration. You got to make that happen. So when you're trying to be positive and you see your life going in a better route, you're going to see all the negative people move away from you. Because like a battery, negative and positive, they don't go together. This is why I tell you, your family's who you make. Your brother, your sister, your cousins, those are your relatives. Those are two different things. I mean, when you're old enough, you make your own family. I mean, and you want your family, you want your foundation to be positive, because we grew up in the hood in a negative state. So you see how far it got you. I'll give you a better example. You have said some real wild negative shit, and then a little while later it happens. That is your prime example of manifestation. You affirm that negativity so much, you believe in that negativity so much that you watched it manifest itself into a reality, in your reality, in front of your eyes. That's how karma works. But they got us believing it's a negative thing. So now, instead of us saying, damn, I speak bad, I get bad, that's what karma is. Why don't somebody take that shit a step further and say, well, hold up, if I speak bad and I get bad, I wonder what happens if I speak good and I do good. Will I get good? That's what karma is, a reciprocation of what you're feeding the universe. This is what I'm talking about. You got to speak that into reality. This is what rappers do. They're speaking it into a reality. They got them songs playing. The vibrations going to the universe so much that it becomes a reality. Same thing with you. You gotta affirm your thoughts and make it a reality. Because it's like a video game. You know how, remember how in Mario Brothers you get that the mushroom and you get bigger? It's just like that. You know what I mean? You gotta affirm yourself and watch the universe manifest itself into converting itself to giving you what you want. Because like the Bible says, we are gods, lowercase g. That means we can tell the universe what to do and it'll conform and do as we command, as long as we speak to it in the correct frequency. Frequency. Remember that. Frequency. You vibrate at a certain frequency. Like a radio, stations, frequencies. That's where that shit comes from. That type of thinking. The universe is like a receiver, and we send out frequencies to it. And if your frequency is always negative, you're going to receive negative from the universe. So you got to be more positive. You got to speak that positivity into your life. You got to feel it, believe it, think it, speak it, live it, and never go against it. It's that positivity. Trust me. Trust me what I tell you. Ain't nothing going. You already know what negative is, man. You have your whole life. You got your whole life built on negativity. All of it. You know what I mean? Why don't you try that positive way? Just give it a shot. I guarantee you, you'll feel so much better in life. I guarantee. I promise you. All them harbored anger, all them harbored feelings, they all just melt away. If y'all know what your chakras are, go clear those. Those of you who don't know what your chakras are, go look it up. Go ask your primary care. This is how real it is. Go ask your primary care what your chakras are. If you have some type of therapist, ask your therapist what your chakras are. If you have a lot of, I know quite a few chiropractors that know what chakras are. There's a lot of people in medical practices that know what the chakras are. Clear those. Trust me when I tell you. I lived a negative life, man. In the minute, it was a little hard. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm like, cause I ain't no type of nigga that's gonna tell you about a place and not show you how to get there. I'm gonna give you the directions and everything. Cause I ain't no hater. So now I had to find out what chakras and all this shit was on my own. Ain't nobody teach me about that. I found that shit on my own to the point that I didn't believe it. This is why I tell y'all to ask y'all PCPs, your medical doctors, your primary cares, because after I found out about it, I did a little studying on it. I had a doctor's appointment. I went and see my primary care and I asked her about it. And my primary care told me all about chakras. She told me all about them, and they were a true thing. I asked my primary care. I went to see the dentist after that. I asked him. I was asking nurses, asking anybody that's in the medical profession about the chakras, and everybody knows about it. And everybody says how important they are, right? But it seems like everybody knows about this shit except for the people in the ghettos, except for peoples in the hood. It's the only peoples that don't know about chakras and how affirmations in the universe and all that stuff work. They don't teach us that. You know what I mean? I'm self-taught. Ain't nobody taught me that. So I'm trying to teach y'all so y'all can teach your kids. Because, we learning it, but trust me, if your kid get it from now, your kid will be that positive, that positive energy that you'll have it roaming all around you. Hold up a second. I got neighbors around. Sorry about that. I got neighbors around it. They're yelling at each other. What are they talking? My bad. Just give me a couple seconds, y'all. Just give me a couple more minutes, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. So it's like we know negative. We know negative. We grew up on negativity. That's all we know is that negative energy. That's what they want us to be. That's how they want us to be in the ghettos. It's negativity. You know what I mean? We have to be positive. You got to speak it into your life. So you create your own luck. So what I meant by that is with your good deeds, right? It's gonna sound crazy coming from a ghetto ass motherfucker like me. It's a fact. We all, it's not just me, we all got to do it as a community, as a unit, as a people. But what I mean by create your own luck, put you on to something. The more good actions you do for others, without looking for like the attention. This is how you create your own luck. You just do good deeds. You just help people any which way you can. It doesn't matter if you know the person or not. It doesn't matter if the person deserves it or not. I mean, if you can do something good for someone, do it. And watch how the universe reimburses you with good things happening back. You know what I mean? You make it happen. This is what the remember y'all remember Scarface? Some of y'all older gentlemen and ladies, y'all remember Scarface? And some of y'all younger cats, y'all remember Nas's album? Y'all remember what he said on the album from the Scarface movie? Read the blimp, see the blimp, read the world is mine. The blimp, remember that, the world is yours. Remember in Scarface, it just said the world is yours. That's what it meant. It's yours. It's yours to command. I mean, you command the world in a positive vibrational way. You command the universe to give you what you want. You command the universe to manifest what you're affirming. Because like the Bible says, we are gods, lowercase g. We have the same type of powers, but not to that extent. You know what I mean? But that only comes in a positive frequency. You can speak negativity into your life. You can speak negative vibrations into your world. So why not speak positive? You know what I mean? Because you see it on, all you got to do is go by life experience. How many times have you talked some wild shit and then you watched it happen on a negative? Even if it's about somebody else. How many times have you said, oh, no, that nigga gonna get shot. That nigga keep wilding, he gonna get shot. You know what I mean? And then that nigga kept wilding, he kept in that negative energy, and then boom, what happened? He gets shot. You know what I mean? That's that negative energy. You manifest in the world so much that you made it happen. I dig it. You know what I mean? I dig it. But like in YouTube, I am in real life. I don't attack those. I defend myself. You know what I mean? And I like to defend those who are undefendable, like children. I like to defend kids. Like if you're a pedophile, I'm not fucking with you. But you know what I mean? Hold up. But it's like we just gotta be more positive as a people and get away from all the negative people, get away from all the negative situations, get away from the negative conversations. You know what I mean? Get away from that negative energy and watch us. Watch how we move. Watch how your life changes into a positive. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers don't tell you this shit because you know how they say the secret to the room is what? You keep it to yourself, right? That is the promotion of division. That is what they do not want. Because you know how the saying is, we're all kings, right? How can we be kings if we don't have kingdoms? They're keeping they got the game set up to keep the information away so we can never build our kingdoms, so we can never become kings. We have to share this information. It's like when y'all, I'm not trying to sound racist or anything, but this is for all my ghetto people, all my hood broke motherfuckers. Y'all remember going to school as a kid? Y'all about to laugh when I say this shit. And for those of you who this is about, please type in the comment because we need a little bit more information on you. So check it. I remember as a kid being a broke motherfucker. It'd be like a rainy day and I'm walking to the bus stop and everybody with that same energy from the hood, except for the one little white kid coming down the hood, coming down the street. He like skipping. He's all happy. Y'all know who I'm talking about. There was always one day when everybody was mad as fuck and miserable, and there was that one white kid coming down, skipping to the bus stop, all happy. That's what I'm talking about. I bet you that little white kid grew up in that household where they speak nothing but positivity. He didn't have that negative energy around. So that kid always was positive, but you just never noticed it until the day that you was feeling real negative and everybody around you was negative. So his positive energy just stuck the fuck out. So peep the fly shit. You as a people, we as a people gotta be more positive. We gotta do it like I mean to the point that you know how they say as a kid you soak up the most information between the ages of 1 and 7, 1 and 8. So you know how to talk, listen, walk. All of them should become habits in your subconscious. Not in your conscious, in your subconscious. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter how quick the action you may think it is really a thought first before your body part moves. You know what I'm saying? It's like a receptor, it's like a computer. It's like a car when you hit that clutch and you shift that gear and you let that clutch go. You know what I mean? The car thinks it's instant, but it's not. But so like that child, you give that child nothing but positive information. You give that child nothing but positive vibration. You feed that child nothing but positivity. Watch how that child grows and blossoms to be a positive flower, unlike our negative weeded ass. Because we already set in our ways. They got us stuck in this negative energy because that's what we grew up in. So I tell people, yo, if you have a kid, experiment. What I mean by experiment is give them positive information all night long. Pay him positive. Don't pay him that rinky dinky shit at night. Play him positive information while he sleeps or while she sleeps. Play them positive, like just sounds or positive talking while they sleep and watch. Give it time and watch how that shit, like a seed. You gotta water that seed, watch it break in the ground, then it comes. You don't just see a seed once you plant it. You don't see the flower right away. That shit takes time. You gotta nurture that thing. That's like an investment. Invest into your child's positivity. If your child is not an adult, even as an adult, because I'm gonna be 100, I do it at night. I be playing I play like positive affirmation videos when I'm sleeping. I play like videos to clear my chakras. I play videos of um self wealth and health. You know what I mean? So like let's say you taking like an hour nap. Play that shit. See how you feel after. There are some that tells you got to pay them every day for like 30 something days and believe in it and watch how your thought just changes, your energy just changes. You got to feed yourself positivity to be positive. Because of positivity, the positive and negative energies, they have like little pits in our bodies, you can say. They're like little pits, like a gas tank. And we've been feeding our bodies like the motors, we've been feeding our bodies negative gasoline this whole time, our whole life. So we got to fill that. We got to clean that tank off, get it back up to working condition and fill it and keep it filled. Let that negative tank empty out and let that shit stay empty. Because I don't care how old you are, you have that many years of negative energy that the universe is going to give you back. It's about time you begin to start being positive. You know what I mean? Speak that positivity into your life, man. Yeah, I keep repeating myself because it's a thing, man. We hard-headed people. Some motherfuckers don't get it on the first time around. I definitely didn't. We got to be more positive as a people. We got to kill the negative circulation, the negative cycles we have in our bloodlines. And how do you do that? By killing the negative that's in your kids. Play them positive affirmations when they sleep. Speak positive into them. When it's time to punish them, make them see the error of their way instead of making the punishment be the only thing they see. So in other words, if your son says some fuck shit and you gotta whoop his ass, make him understand it's because of what he said that you're whooping his ass. Because if you're gonna end up getting a kid like me that gets accustomed to the ass whooping and doesn't worry about the punishment because it's just ass whooping time and you back outside. When everybody else you was with is in the house punished. And then you wonder why everybody who I grew up with that was in the house punished didn't grow up in prison like me because I took the beating and the ass whoopings and ran with it. It didn't bother me. I got accustomed to it. Just like we got accustomed to living negative. We got accustomed to speaking negative. We got accustomed to being negative. We're accustomed to having this negative energy. We're just accustomed to all that negativity. And it became a part of us. Like if it's how life is supposed to be, how we think that us being this negative energy is what we're supposed to be. And that's not a fact. That's not a fact. We flourish by being a positive species. Your bloodline will flourish by being more positive. Trust me when I tell you. Like, think about it, man. The only thing that comes from being bad and negative is bad and negative repercussions, right? So why not flip that shit around? Be good and positive and get nothing but good and positive repercussion. If you're always rewarded by breaking the law by going to prison, Why not be rewarded by the laws of the universe for doing what's right and good, and let the universe reward you? Or as they say, punish you. Let the universe punish you with good. You know what I mean? Because the universe wants to give you the good, but you got to ask for it in the correct frequency. These are things that they don't teach you in school, which is actual facts. They want to teach you about the system that they put in place where you could just be the worker bee and they could keep making money off of our backs, off of our struggles. You know what I mean? Off of every truck driver, off of every mile you drive, they're making money off you. Every factory work, every package you move, every hour you clock, they make money off of you. I don't care if you own your own business, they make money off of you. You know what I mean? Because exactly what you put out, that's what I'm talking about. Karma. Everybody think karma is a bad thing. I try to tell everybody. Karma is just a reciprocation of the universe giving you what you've been giving it. Karma. The universe reciprocating you what you've been feeding it. So if you're feeding the universe bad, it's going to give you bad. You feed the universe good, it's going to give you good. You know what I mean? It's a fact. They don't tell you this though. They never teach you this shit. You know what I mean? They don't teach you that, all right, as a man, if you keep, or as a woman, if you keep attracting a certain same type of dude, or as a man, you keep attracting the same certain type of woman, fuck the woman. Or as the woman, fuck the dude. Check yourself. Remember that. Because you're putting that vibration out there that's attracting that type of woman. So you need to see what's inside of you that you keep attracting the type of woman you don't want. Or as a man, you got to see what's inside of you that's vibrating out, that's attracting that type of man as a woman. And if that's not the type of thing you want, you need to check what you're putting out there that's bringing that back. Exactly. I try to tell people this all the time. That type of energy. America, you know, every country's known for certain things. We're known for capitalism. Capitalists. We're money makers. It's about money. It's popping rose gold. You know, speaking positivity, man. That's what's up. We're trying to help people be more positive in today's day. We got too much negativity. We telling people that karma isn't a bad thing. Karma is just the universe reciprocating you what you've been feeding it. So you Rose Gold, check it out. You ever been in a fucking situation in life where you've been talking so much negative that you see it happen? Right now, you should be saying yeah. So that's your example. If you speak positive, you be enough positive, you have enough positive energy, the universe is going to give you back positive. So now if you're 40 years old and you want to start this today, you got 40 years of negativity that the universe is going to give you no matter what. Your best bet is to stop that today and try to be more positive and let the universe feed you positive. You know what I mean? And it's like we are, how do you say it? We are involved in this system in a pot that wants us to be negative. That's what they want, that negative energy. That's what they want. They want us fighting and killing each other instead of being more positive. Because, like the Bible says, we're gods with a lowercase g. That means that we have the same powers, but not to the same extent. That means if you speak to the universe in a correct frequency, the universe will manifest itself and give you what you have, whatever you want, whatever you commanding it to do. You know what I mean? But we have to be at the right frequency. You have to clear them chakras. You have to be in a positive state. You got to be that. You got to have that energy and you got to vibrate that energy out into the universe. This is why certain people attract certain situations because you're vibrating that energy out into the universe and it's giving it back to you. And we know this, but they only tell us the negative side of karma. Oh, watch when karma gets to you. You mean you do some fuck shit, watch when karma gets to you. But when you do something good, they never say, watch when karma gets to you because they don't want you to understand that if you do good, the universe is going to reciprocate you with good. They don't ever want niggas in the hood to understand that. That's one thing they don't want us to get. So the minute you understand that you give the universe the positive, the universe going to give you positive, imagine. So now imagine if you got 100 people all screaming the same positive affirmations at the same time with the same vibrations. Watch how quick that universe reciprocates. Those are the things that they don't want. Get what I mean? Those are the things that they don't want. They don't want us to be positive. They don't want us unified. They want us fighting each other. They want us shooting at each other. They want us talking shit to each other. They want us disrespecting each other. That's what they want. Because if we get off the negative shit and only feed the universe positive shit, and I mean, it's all the way. It's with your thoughts, it's with your conversations, it's with your situations, it's with your energy, it's all of it. It's how you feel inside. It's to the point that, remember, I said frequencies. So it's even to the point that of the, how do you say, the confirmation, the conviction that you have in your voice when you're speaking at these certain frequencies that's going to give you what you want. They don't teach us this shit in school. They don't. You know what I mean? Because when you go to the ghettos and then you go to the rich people neighborhood, you'll see that their education system, the pedigree of education they feed in the public is different. You'll see that the quality of education that they give in them rich people is a lot better than they give in the ghettos. They don't teach the ghettos the affirmations and your chakras. They don't teach you about none of that. Rose Gold, don't never entertain that negativity. That's what he wants. That's what people like that want. They can only get attention by being negative. So you look right over that. That's why there's no wrenches here. We don't address negative. Trust me, you go down that rabbit hole, you're gonna find yourself in a worse situation. Never mind. That's the type of shit that Cavalli could be alluding to when he be like, oh, we're not falling for that. That's what he's talking about. People only feel like that they could come in a negative way. You don't indulge in that. You know what I mean? Leave that alone. You know what I'm saying? You don't, when you on your lines, let me give you a little jewel, Rose Gold. When you on your line, you don't even address negative comments. Just look right over them. Because that's what they want. They feel like they can't get you in a positive way. They feel like they have to come negative. And that's on them. I mean, salute, Jiggy. I mean, that means that they have a negative energy. You don't want to indulge in negative energy because before you know it, you'll have negative energy. And if we know that that's how life works, that means that we need to indulge in ourselves. We need to indulge ourselves in more positive energy so we can have more positive energy. You know what I mean? Because in life, they want us to be negative and fighting each other. So if we're positive and being unified, nothing could beat us. Nothing. You know what I mean? Nothing can beat us, and that's what they don't want. This is why they don't teach us about positive affirmations. They only teach us about the negative affirmations. They don't teach us how to positively speak something into reality. They only teach you how to be negative and talk negative. You know that people tell you salute Tazo. When people tell you you ain't shit to the point that you lay in your bed by yourself thinking about how many different type of ways you ain't shit. Then tomorrow morning, before you know it, you having a bad morning, you got this ain't shit attitude, you feeling all negative. You know what I mean? This is why they tell you don't go to sleep bad mood because you're going to wake up carrying that negative energy. So if you know that that's how life works when you lay in bed, think about all the positivity you fed the universe today. Think about all the positivity you fed the universe every other day in your life and build on that. Feed it more. And you'll see how much more positive you feel every morning as you get up. Like I said, play them positive affirmation videos at night while you sleep. Attack your subconscious. Because what a lot of people don't understand is that this is why we only use like 3 to 5% of our brain, because 90+% of our brain is ran by that subconscious. That shit is that powerful. The subconscious, the processor of your subconscious. In other words, the part of your brain that processes the information is a lot greater in the subconscious than it is in your conscious brain. You know what I mean? So all your habits, when you learn how to walk, you learn how to talk, all that is stored in your subconscious. Like if it's an application on your phone, you know what I mean? Like an application on your phone, all that negative shit. If there's like different applications in your phone is your memory. Remember, the phone is made off of like a small brain. So we have all these negative programs, all these negative apps in our brain. We have to delete them and uninstall them out of our brain and reinstall and refill up the place with refill up that voided place with more positive applications to affirm yourself in a positive way. Create that good luck. So how do you create good luck? I said it earlier, but I'm gonna say it again. You just do good deeds, and you'll see how the universe reciprocates you with good luck, with good deeds back. You speak positive into the universe, right? You think positive, be positive, feel positive, positive situations, positive conversations, positive affirmations, positivity 360, and watch the universe reciprocate you with positivity because you're vibrating a positive vibe out there. And the same thing goes with your love life. If you keep attracting a certain type of person you don't want in your life, check yourself. Don't check the people because you're putting that vibration out there. Where is that comment? You're putting that vibration out there that's attracting the people that's coming to your life. That's the vibration you're putting out there. You're putting that vibration out there. This is why that type of person keeps coming back to you. It might be different faces, different complexion, different races, but they're the same person. Salute, Tito. I see what you. I don't know how many people saying it, but I salute you. I'm glad you and Carlos fixed your issues. Now we all as a people need to be more positive. Speak that positive affirmation. Affirm yourself in a positive way. Watch your universe help you. Watch your universe benefit you in a positive manner. Speak positivity. Think positive. Be positive. Get away from negative people. Get away from negative situations. Vibrate nothing but positivity into the universe and let karma kick in. Let karma kick in because now you've been feeding the universe nothing but positive. So that means your karma is going to be positive because the universe only gives you what you feed it. You know what I mean? This is why when you were a kid, you had that little kid, the little white kid in the ghetto coming down, always happy, always in a good mood, and you couldn't figure out why. Because his mother wasn't telling him that he wasn't shit. His mother wasn't, they didn't have all that negative energy in their household. You know what I mean? His parents was feeding him positivity, positive energy, positive affirmations, was teaching his brain how to work in a positive manner, was teaching his brain on how to look everything in a cup half full aspect, not a cup half empty aspect, because they're like goggles. You got to take them negative goggles off and put them positive goggles on and keep them or strap them bitches to your head. You know what I mean? Sew them bitches to your skull and be more positive and watch. You'll feel better on the inside. You won't have all that harbored negativity. You know what I mean? All that depression, a lot of that shit goes away. You clear them chakras. Get your mind going on that right path. And I'm telling you, your life will feel better. And once you feel better, you start thinking better, you start being better, the life around you, you start having a better quality of life. You know what I mean? These is facts. These is facts that they don't teach us in the hood. These is facts that I had to learn the hard way. These are things that I'm learning now. I'm still learning the hard way. But I'm not trying to keep the information to myself. I'm trying to share this information with all of y'all so y'all can share the information with everyone y'all care for. Because if real talk, if you tired of dealing with negative shit, try the positive route. Trust me. Trust me. That's like what these rappers do. They speak affirmations, they affirm it. You know what I mean? You got to affirm yourself in the universe. We are lowercase g's. We are gods with a lowercase g. The universe will give you what you want if you speak in the right frequency with no ill intention in your heart or in your mind. No jealousy, no envy, no fucked up intentions. That's why you clear them chakras. Clear that shit. Get all that negative out of you. And you know, positive. It's gonna start one step at a time, 1 minute at a time. And you want to know if you know you're on the right route. I'm gonna give you this piece of information too. If the more you try to be positive, right, the more you start to notice that your life is getting there's more and more negativity around you, then you're on the right path. Because you know the negativity don't want to let you go. So the more you try to do right, the more it's gonna try to sink their claws into you deeper. I mean, it's like if you're captured by an animal, it's like a hawk got you and got the claws dug in you, and you're trying to escape. It's gonna dig them claws deeper in your body, into your sternum or whatever, however it has you, so you don't get away. It's gonna put you deep in their clutches. That means that you're doing right. If you're like, let's say your negative you think is at an 8, and you're trying to do positive, and you feel like your negativity around you jumped to a 10, you're doing the right thing. That means that it's coming at you harder because it doesn't want you to go away. Keep pushing, push right through that. Push right through that negative shit because it wants you to fall. Because now you're taking your negative energy, turning it into positive, and you're making the negativity weaker. So it doesn't want that. You know what I mean? So if you find that happening, you're on the right path. Let all that, I don't care how close the person is to you. I don't care how long you know the person. I don't care how you know the person. If you're being positive and the person don't like you, let that person move away because that's a negative energy. You don't want negative energy around you because that negative energy is an influence. You want to be the positive influence. Trust me, this will benefit your life in a better way. Be positive, think positive, speak positive, feel positive. Watch affirmation videos when you sleep. Watch what I'm talking about. You could even start off with an hour one. When I go to sleep at night, I play videos that's longer than when I sleep. So I'll play like a 12-hour affirmation video. Because sometimes it takes me a minute to go to sleep and sometimes I pass right out. But then I wake up with that positive. I wake up with them positive affirmations. Because we run negative thoughts through our brains nonstop through our whole life. That's what we've done. You know what I mean? Even making jokes. Think about that. When you were a kid, you were making jokes on somebody else, when you were cracking jokes, when you was gagging, snapping, whatever you niggas called it. Think about it. You were pointing out all the negative in that person's life, whether if they were poor, whether if they look ugly, whether if they had bad hair, whether if they had a cock eye, whether they had bad teeth, whatever it was, you were pointing out nothing but negative. For all you know, that negative thought stayed in the subconscious because you cannot control the subconscious. This is why in movies and commercials, they have subliminal messages. The subliminal messages attack your subconscious, subliminal subconscious, because your subconscious is greater, stronger, smarter than your conscious. And this applies to every human in the world. This is why you always say, damn, my bad, Joe, it's just a reaction. Or damn, my bad, Joe, it's just a habit. Those are all actions that lie in the subconscious. You ever notice when you're looking for something, you're looking hard as fuck, you don't find it, but the minute you stop looking for it, you find it? Because the minute your conscious brain stops working, your subconscious brain begins. Some weird shit. They don't teach us none of this shit in school, though. I had to learn all this shit on my own, which is why I'm trying to pass that knowledge on to y'all. So we can stop going on in life with all this fucked up miseducation of what's important. You know what I mean? Because that's what they're doing. They're miseducating us on what's important. Because the shit that they teaching us and the laws they want us living, they not abiding by, because that's not what's real. They know what's real and they keeping it to themselves. Like when I grew up, they used to teach us in school, ask all the questions you want. The only dumb question is not the question that's not asked. Nowadays, it's almost like you get in trouble in school if you ask too many questions. It's like the Autobots and the Transformers. They want you to be an Autobot. They want you to automatically conform to their system. A lot of people thought the Autobots and the Decepticons were the bad guys. Those of you who don't like the system, you are the Decepticon. That's how they fuck with our brains. Because it's a spiritual war. It's a mental war. You know what I mean? It's a physical war. There's mad different battlefronts of this war. It's a biological war. They want to confuse us, have us fighting each other. And if we're in confusion, we're fighting each other. You know what I mean? 9 out of 10, the enemy ain't going to get attacked. The enemy's sitting back, watching us fight in confusion and more than likely attacking one another and not them. You know what I mean? I appreciate you. You know what I mean? Because it's a fact. They want us all fighting each other. I don't care what race you are. I don't care if you're black, white, Puerto Rican, Dominican. I don't care if you're poor or rich. They want division. They want the blacks hating the whites. They want the Puerto Ricans hating the blacks. They want the Dominicans hating the Puerto Ricans. They want the Cubans hating the Dominicans. Then they want us all hating Mexicans when we're all different types of cans. We're all American. We're all Puerto Rican. We're all African American. We're all African. We're all Dominican. We're all, except for Colombians. They're Colombian. They're the only ones. But I ain't got nothing against Colombians. You know what I mean? But it's like it doesn't matter what race you are. They want you fighting each other. You know what I mean? Like me, I'm all Puerto Rican. I'm 100% Puerto Rican. But facts are fact. Like my mother came from Puerto Rico pregnant with me. I was the first one born in my direct family here in America, and connected, in the United States of America. Salute, you in Texas, so you ain't got to deal with the snow no more. That's what's up. You know what I mean? But it's like this, everybody, this system wants you hating the black man, right? The system wants the Puerto Rican man to hate the black man. The system wants the black man to hate the white man. The system wants the white man to hate the black man, right? The system wants the Chinese man to hate the black man, right? The system wants all these different races to hate the black man, but what the system never tell you is that even Chinese, they tell you, the Chinese people tell you, the original Chinese is black. Yeah. They tell you that all that Kung Fu, the Buddhists, all that peace, serenity, that Bruce Lee shit, they all come from the black Chinese man. That they took all the information and discarded them away. You know what I mean? They disowned them. It's a fact. You know what I mean? You can find the black DNA strand in every race in the world. The black DNA markers in every single race. There's black in Puerto Ricans, there's black in Dominicans, there's black in Colombians, there's black in white people, there's black in Russians. There's black DNA in every single race in this world. I don't give a fuck what state you're from. I don't give a fuck what country you're from. There's black DNA in your bloodline. That is the only DNA strand that's in every single race across the whole earth, across the whole world. The black DNA strand, mind you, this is coming from a full-blooded Puerto Rican. Facts are facts. I tell everyone, when looking at history and figuring out what's what, take your personal feelings out. Because your personal feelings ain't got nothing to do with a fact. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Up here, they don't. In the Northeast, I'm in Connecticut. I'm next to New York. We don't really stick together. Like Donald Trump said, my least favorite, what did he say? He said my least favorite type of Mexican is a Puerto Rican, or my least favorite type of Puerto Ricans are, yeah, he said my least favorite type of Mexican is a Puerto Rican. That's that division. And even with politics, I tell everybody, I think, this is my personal opinion, I think that the Democrats and the Republicans are done with the same gang. They just rep two different sets. Because they tell you left wing, right wing, right? That means it's one bird. You know what I mean? So they selecting who we can't elect. They're making us elect between, our choices are between bad and worse. They're giving us the choice. They're picking who we can choose. That means that they're giving us the bad or worse choice. So if you're any type of ethnicity and you don't like black people, or if you're black and you don't like Puerto Ricans, or if you're Puerto Rican and you don't like Dominican, or I don't care what race you're, if you have ethnicity in you, anybody of color is your brother. I don't care if they're black. I don't care if he's Dominican. I don't care what he is. Because that's what they want, the division. They want us fighting each other because we are one. The Bible tells you, this is another thing they don't tell you. They tell you Canaan, they tell you Lebanon, they tell you all this shit, right? But the Bible took place in Africa. All them countries are in a continent in Africa. They never tell you that. Why? Because the very first thing you're going to say, well, hold up, if it's Africa, if you're around the sun, if you were born, I'll give you first generation, you're white. 10 generations down, your skin ain't going to be white. Your skin is going to conform to the sun and you're going to get darker. So once they tell you that the Bible took place in Africa, you understand that Jesus is not white with blonde hair and blue eyes. You understand that. You know what I mean? That is a lie. The Puerto Rican race is what? Taino Indian, which is a form of Native American. I'll give you a little history on that. The reason why the Native Americans, they discarded us, because we were one of the first people to allow the U.S. government to put military bases on the island. This is why Puerto Rico's a commonwealth. This is how we became a commonwealth. You know what I mean? And the Mohegans, they didn't fuck with us. They shitted on us after that. They erased us out of their lineage. The Taino Indian. We are Native American. We are black, and I believe it's white is the third race. If you don't understand what that means back in the day when the island of Puerto Rico was all Native American, all pure Taino Indians, and then white people came over with slaves, there's your blacks and your whites. You know what I mean? But even still, because that's the history, the lineage that they're teaching us. You know what I mean? That's what they say. For all we know, the black man was black everywhere, but different shades of black because the sun don't shine as hard everywhere as it does in certain other places, like here. Like, do you understand that seasons have to do with how far the sun is away from the planet? It has nothing to do with temperature. What I mean is, if you're in a certain place in the world, it don't matter if it's December and it's Christmas, it's still 100 degrees. That tells you that the season doesn't have nothing to do with the temperature. The seasons have to do with the sun moving, getting close or far for your crops, for you to know how much time has passed. You know what I mean? But these are facts, man. We got to be more positive and look in the positive light of everything. Be more positive. Love thy brother, man. Because they living next to you, that means they're in the same boat as you. That means that that person next to you, I don't care if they're black, white, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Mexican, I don't care what they are. If they next to you, that means they're your ally. That is not your enemy. Your enemy is that 1%, because the 1% is who runs the world. That is your enemy. The 1% is your enemy. And that 1% doesn't go by race and creed no more, because there's all types of races in that 1% that run the world. So that shows you that black, white, we all need to unite. Everybody that's poor is you need to unite and go against the 1%, because they want the division. They want the blacks hating the whites. They want the Puerto Ricans hating the blacks. They want the Dominicans hating. That's what they want. Because if we're not together, the minute we unify, they know that they are the enemy. They know that we're going to understand that they are the enemy, which is what they do not want. Stay positive, because this is a spiritual fight. You know what I mean? And your spirit should be in a positive state at all times. Stay positive. Break that negative cycle. Break that negative chain. You break it. Don't let your children be negative, because that's what they want, us to be negative and fucked up. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody watching, man. Hit that like button, man. I'm about to get up out of here. Stay positive. Maybe I'll make another positive video tonight. But positive vibes all the way the fuck up. Y'all, for y'all older heads, y'all remember that song back in the day from Nice and Smooth? You remember what he said? How that shit go? Positive over negative. That's what it is, man. We done wasted too much of our times being negative. We done wasted too much of our life being negative. We done wasted too many generations being negative. Understand that. You know what I mean? If you alive here today, you a lowercase God, you a lowercase G and a God. Stand up, you salute yourself. Be proud to be who you are. Be proud to be alive. I don't care how hard your life is. The harder your life is, the stronger you are. I don't give a fuck what you're going through, because somebody got a harder life than you. I don't care if you got 5 kids and no job. There's somebody out there with 9 kids and no job. You know what I mean? Find what you have positive in your life and stick to it and build on it. All the negative energy you have, all that negativity you have, fuck all that shit. Discard it. Don't give it no time. Don't give it no attention. Don't give that shit no energy. We've done that as a people too much already, as is. You know what I mean? Be more positive. Trust me. You'll profit more from having a positive state of mind, positive energy. Believe you me. Believe you me. Salute to all of y'all. Salute to y'all life. Salute to y'all family. Salute to y'all kids. Salute to y'all loved ones. Stay positive, man. This is We Are Five Fifths, man. As you see, coming with all different types of content, man. You know what I mean? I got all different types of knowledge. I got a lot of information I would like to share that I just want to put out there, that I just wanted to affect people in a positive way, man. Because I done shot at motherfuckers. I done did mad crazy shit. And I don't want nobody else to grow up like that. I'm trying to break that cycle. And I'm trying to help y'all break them type of cycles in y'all lifelines and y'all bloodlines and people's bloodlines that y'all know. Because we got to help each other. Because if we don't help each other, ain't nobody going to help us. We got to break these cycles. We got to be more positive. So like I said, positive affirmations, positive conversations. Remember that. Positive situations, positive thoughts. Be positivity 360 in and out. Vibrate that positivity and watch the universe reciprocate you with positivity. Salute to y'all, man. This is We Are Five Fifths. Like, subscribe. You know what I mean? I got all different types of content on different types of things, man. You know? Stay safe, man. Stay safe, you heard? We out of here. This is We Are Five Fifths. Thank you for everybody who hit the Cash App. Thank you for everybody watching. Thank you for everybody spending the time with me. I'll probably be back later. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Stay safe and stay positive. You heard me?